Good afternoon, you're here with White Wrigley for the Dalby Market Report. Here at Dalby today, we added just over 4,000 head of cattle. Market today, fairly firm across most of your heavy categories of cattle. Backgrounders, heavy backgrounders and weaners, considerably cheaper on last week's sale. Cows today, the cows on the average were probably relatively firm, maybe a fraction cheaper. A lot of those local cows anywhere between 245 to 255 cents. Your better cows, the better end of the cows were probably 10 to 15 cheaper. The cows that were 270 last week were probably back to 55 to 60 this week. So the average cows okay, but your heavy cows, not much change. Bulls today firm and dearer again. The best of the bulls to 320 cents. But a lot of balls 285 to 90. So that was all fairly firm on last week, and a fraction dearer as well. Not a lot of good heavy heifers there to quote on, but there were some good young milk and two-tooth heifers at about 500 kilos, got to 320 cents a kilo. Bullocks, not a lot of good bullocks either, but 320 for the best of them. A lot of steers around that 300 to 310 today. Heavy feeder cattle firm, very firm on last week. The best of the heavy feeders getting to 370 cents. A lot around that 350 to 360 cents a kilo today. Feeder heifers, your heavier or trade feeder heifers, not a lot of good heifers here, but a lot around that 270 to 290. Your better runs and your bigger lines of prettier heifers are getting to 320 cents a kilo, but not many of that. A lot around that 280. Trade feeder steers firm on the better quality runs of cattle there. A lot around that 370 to 380, anything sort of second rate with a bit of content back down around that 350. Weaner cattle, pretty mixed up yarding of weaners today. Not a lot of real good weaners there, but yeah, definitely cheaper on where it had been by probably 20 to 30 cents. The best of the weaner steers got to 420 cents. But a lot of weaners, 350, 360, 370. So a considerable drop there in that weaner market. I guess that's probably on the back of it starting to cool off. We're not far off a frost, and a lot of that, the tail end of that summer feed will start to hay off pretty quickly. Weaner heifers, same story. The good cattle sold okay, but yeah, definitely cheaper on last week. A lot of weaners at 270 to 280. Anything with a little bit of content or that wasn't quite right was back down around 230 to 240 cents today. No real cows and calves to quote on, but overall, fairly quality related market with heavy cattle strong and weaner cattle, definitely easier on last week's sale. That's your market report. We'll see you next week. Thanks.